Hello one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Play Banjo-Tooie. I am the Max Few Trades. In the last part, we did as much of Glitter Gulch Mine as we're going to be able to at this moment in time. We need to eventually learn a new ability before we can actually finish off the area, so we get to move on to the next world. A personal favorite of mine, perhaps even my most favorite in the game. It's Witchy World, a land of pure horrors and monstrosities, the likes of which mortal minds were never meant to comprehend. Let's look at all of the local signage before we go in. The management accepts no responsibilities for the thieving pickpockets that it employs within Witchy World, because apparently you need to employ that sort of thing. Anyone who rides all the quality attractions and survives is entitled to join the Witchy World fan club. Current club members, 0. So that's not ominous. Witchy World theme park is currently closed due to an appalling safety record. Once the authorities have been bribed, we will be open. Thank you. Well, now you know it's on the up and totes legit. Let's riggedy rock and roll, people! I've been so excited for this. It's always something I look forward to whenever I get to this part. I don't know why, I just like it. You'd think a haunted, abandoned amusement park wouldn't be up my alley, but I don't know. Something about this place just makes me happy. Alright then. It's gonna be even more ironic once we speak to this lady. I was trying to think of the best word to use. Hello. Hello there, little darlings. Have we met, lady? Not personally, but I believe you helped my husband out a while ago when we still lived on Freeze Easy Peak. Boggy. Ah, then you must be Mrs. Boggy. How is the big guy? Oh, a little older, a little fatter. He's given up sled racing and taken to watching his new widescreen TV all day. Lazy oaf. Anyway, I must be getting back home. I told my children, Groggy, Soggy, and Moggy, to meet me here. And I suppose you feel like rounding them up for me. Well, I don't exactly feel like it, but I will because I know it provides me with a jiggy. And that's what we're gonna be doing with ourselves. So, we gotta find all of his ding-dang kids. We also need to activate the burger shop. I'll just pop it back on the grill, and the punters will never know. Oh, I've been rumbled. Yeah, we got a lot of safety and health code violations in this place. It's gonna be fun. We also got dudes with giant-ass honking mallets. My goodness, how about you don't have any of that? Yeah, okay, here's an idea. No. There you go, get egged on, nerd. There you go, now you ain't got nothing left. 1,000 jiggy watts! That's a lot of watts. Probably best to not faceplant into that wall, as if that was ever a good idea to begin with, but even more so than normal. Alright then. Now for the sentient, whatchamacalls them? No, not vending machines, slot machines, there we go. As for these guys, let's see. They do be vomiting up some mad tokens, but what if I were to murder them with grenades? Yes, I knew it was a good idea. Alright. Just had to make sure that that was in fact the way you had to go about it, and you get yourself, you got a ticket for Conga's Big Top, which is a good thing to have, and we will make do with it in a moment. We've got so much more stuff to do around these here parts, I don't even know where to begin. Suppose we might as well talk to this disgusting fellow. As soon as we actually read this up. Big Al's Burgers, 100% meat of rodent origin, topped with a synthetic cheese slice. Well, ain't that just the most appetizing of substances you ever done heard of? Fancy a burger? Big Al says the tastiest burgers in Witchy World. How on earth did you get a job in catering? Well, I'm not really sure, really. I used to clean out the toilets. I've lost my appetite all of a sudden. Go on, give them a try. I've got a few left. Do you want them? I mean, I don't want them right now, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that might be coerced into being able to consume one. Just not us, and not now. So we'll get there when we get there. First things first, always blow up the slot machines. Because for whatever reason, you need multiple tickets. Who'd have ever thought, you know? Regardless, that gets us another one. That guy's got an alien face! I appreciate the dedication to the theming, but it shan't work for you on this instance, I'm afraid. You shall get wailed on most epically, like so. There you go, thank you kindly, thank you kindly. Now we've got Mumbo's pad, so obviously we're going to have to try and find him, as if that was something we hadn't done to do before, but still. He has got a new service that he can provide, and we've also got access to a brand new move. What you got today? Shooting eggs to Fed's Bird and Bear, so why not fire them in the air? Up C gives you the aiming sight, then press Z to shoot from height. There you go. I was told that the reason one of his previous rhymes didn't work was because I'm supposed to be pronouncing the Z as Z, but in that particular instance, it didn't actually matter. So anyway, now that we have the ability to actually aim our shots while flying, which is going to be incredibly helpful later. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Yeah, you go ahead and keep being all cranky, Mr. Alien Man. All right, we could hang in there. I'm not entirely sure if we can do what we need to do inside of it yet. So hang on, let me just take a little old look-saloo right quick. Oh yeah, nope, this is the star spinner. We can't do nothing about the star spinner right here and now. We need the power restored to the place. Honestly, I feel like it would be ill-advised to make sure energy is pumped in through the attractions of this world. It's far from the safest of ideas, but it is what it is. Anyway, I've already smited thee, so I know I don't got to deal with thee yet again. And over here, oh boy, do we have this thingamadoo. Come inside and have your fortune told by Madame Grunty. However, we are contractually obligated to point out that you may not necessarily like what she decides. So, basically, if you walk in here, actual factual Gruntilda is apparently inside there, and she will tell you your fortune. It can give you benefits, but more often than not, she's not exactly in the mood to be kind to you. So, let's find out. Ah, welcome! I will now choose your fate. You win extra eggs! Okay, well in that particular instance it worked. Madame Grunty's tent is closed temporarily for refurbishment. Well, alright then. That's pretty nice. Every time I remember from the past having to do that, it always ended up being like, you earned a butt whooping, and then she would just wail on you and you'd lose a bunch of your health. That's what I personally remember. Alright, could you stop vomiting up the tokens for half of a moment? Because I kind of need to blow you up. I mean, I know you don't really want that to be a thing that happens, but you don't have a choice in the matter. Now, 2 tickets to the big top makes sense as there are 2 of us, but for some reason it just keeps going. The Dive of Death! Oh, Lord. I suppose we could probably do that now, I think. I don't actually know for certain. We're about to find out. Let's see. First things first, get rid of this dude. Get out of here, Frankenrat. Acting like he's better than me just because he's part Frankenstein's monster and then part rat. Ah, there you are. I was wondering where the climbable part was. It had to be the last side that I ended up looking at. Because of course. Madame Grunty's tent is now open again. It was a very short refurbishment period, as it turns out. All right then. Now that I'm all the way up here, I just need to not fall off. Okay, well, the good news is I didn't die, which I think might have happened had I not landed in the water. Hence why it is called the Dive of Death. All right, so coordination is proving to be a bit of an issue. That's okay, that's okay. With enough grit and determination, I can surely go and grab it. There's no need to be concerned. There's an immense amount of concern that you should be feeling at this moment in time. I may never be able to do this. We're gonna be here forever. You worry, panic for your lives, people. Okay. So now we just gotta. All right. So this is definitely what's going on, huh? Okay. All right. I get you, universe. I get you. Okay. Ugh. I mean, I get it. This place isn't up to code, but why is your freaking high dive thing gotta be so poorly maintained? It doesn't even seem poorly maintained. If it was all busted up, that'd be one thing. You specifically cut and designed this thing to be perilous. Most people that attempt to use it are just gonna fall off, and I get it. It's Gruntilda. That's just kind of be what she's gonna do. All right, now let's carefully and casually just saunter our way over. And there you go. All right, give me the jiggy. Thank you very much. And now I'll do, no, that's not quite what I wanted to do. Normal styles, there we go. And then, there we go. All right, the T-pose that Banjo assumes whenever I do that implies to me that, yes, as a matter of fact, that invalidate all of the, invalidating fall damage. There you go, sorry. God, my brain. All right, then what you got? Salty Joe's fries, the taste-free, greasy alternative to a decent meal. Well, that sounds pretty good by my imagination. Let's open up the place.
Ah, shit. Someone found the switch.
I hate customers. Always wanting things. Yeah, they tend to do that. Hurry up and order, weirdos. I'm a busy guy. So I see. We have to fight our way through this crowd of customers you have. Quite the comedian, eh? Now, how about some of Salty Joe's Limb salty fries? No, I don't need those right now. But as I keep, you know, very, very unsubtly keep alluding to, we might need that later. But the problem is, we don't really have a way of carrying it around. You might be thinking, well, what do you mean? You've been able to carry just about everything without any issues before. Yeah, well, shut up. We can't do that. Simple as that. We just can't. And we'll have to deal with that as we deal with that. Anyway, get out of here, you big nerd. I need myself some of that there notes. Musical styles, if you know what I mean, and I think you does. Alright then, so, check this noise out. It's one of those mallet thingies. You know the thing. Hit the bell. Ring the bell to win a top prize. Now, see, this is a really interesting thing because you're gonna like devise yourself a bunch of different thoughts on how exactly you're supposed to be able to do this. Like, how do you ring the bell? Like, do I just do that? No. I mean, you'd think that might work. I even landed on it, but you fall too far and you take the fall damage. So here's what you gotta do. First things first, yeah, ground pound that sucker chump. Then, what you want to do is do the beak drill. There you go, and that makes it go up a little bit further. And then, this one's a little strange, grenade it. Ta-da! It's only with those combined 3 moves are you able to actually successfully ring the bell. And by ring the bell, I mean destroy the bell outright. The grenade had a lot more oomph in it than you might have thought. And you'd think that, you know, a grenade would have a lot of oomph. Okay, oopsie doodles. I did not break my fall in time. Oh dear. It's okay, it's okay. We're still good. We're still good. Don't need to worry. Alright, we still got those dudes, and they're still feeling pretty ornery. Well, that's their way of life, alright? I ain't gonna judge them, but I mean, I am. I'm lying. I will judge them greatly at all times because I feel like it. Anyway, hello. I believe I should be able to just, well, grab onto the ledge. We did learn how to do that after all. There we go. All right, get out of here, you. I said get out of here, you, and also give me some health. I fell down and went boom, boom. All right, so hey, you remember how we had trouble going across that one thing? Want to do that again, except it's even more perilous and you got to do it for a longer period of time? Because that's what we're doing. There you go. Just get ourselves over to this. There we go. And hit the switch. And bada boom. Now it should actually, you know, work properly. Press B to experience the scenic splendor of the cable car ride across the space zone. And there you have it. All right. Let me just hit B. There we go. It was stalled out in the middle. You had to climb all the way over there to grab it so you could get yourself a decent enough boost. Also, hey, look at that! A different pair of shoes that we also can't use. Also, hello, Jinjo. Hanging out on top of the big top. I see how it be. I get you, man. I get you. That being said, I need to go up here. You can already see a thing that I need. As you can tell, it was a good idea to come up here. There you go. Give me that honeycomb piece. Then I will escape to the honeycomb hideout, where I will be awesome as all I can get out, and you can't stop me. Alright then, there's a $1 million question. How do I do what needs to be done to live up to my family name and face full life consequences? No. I think maybe I might be able to just, yeah, totally can. Alright, but, you know, be leery and weary here, because there will be dudes trying to murder you. Oh? Oh, no. As a matter of fact, they will not. That's where electricity shoots out when you add power back to the place. Which leads me to believe, because the fact that, you know, it's not dangerous to get over here, that anything that I might be able to do can't be done here. Or we can hit that so that we can instantly bounce our way back up here at any given moment in time. Yeah, and it doesn't even wear off. No, that was just straight up a good idea. Nice! All right, never mind. We can do a bunch of stuff here while we were here. Good times. Now check this noise out. You remember our good friend Bleep Lorp, the Beep and Beep Borp? He can finally make his way home. A lot of steps to get him back here, but we managed to make it work. Feeling pretty good about that, if I'm being honest with you. There you go, and his box just kind of hovers. Anyway, there you are, my dudes. Alright, so how you feeling? Also, in case you were curious, if you do manage to get your hands on any food, you can't leave with them for any reason, so prepare yourself for that. The management of Witchy World Theme Park regrets to inform you that no food can be taken off the premises. So there. So either eat it here or throw it out. I don't really care which. Bleep! The Saucer of Peril is currently closed due to a lack of power. Sleep. Lovely, lovely. Alright then. Still gotta go out of our way to find that there Mumbo Bal. Alright, don't you worry then. We'll get yourself some extra power, my dude. But this way, at least we did get to avoid the whole getting electrocuted thing. Always a bit of a plus, a bit of a boon. Usually you feel pretty good about that. Alright then, so how about we learn what just might be my personal favorite move in the entire game. And it's not even really a move, it's more of a utility thing. But the potential that it unleashes is so absurdly amazing. Alright, check this noise out. It's gonna be pretty great. Separate skills are what you lack. So let's get Kazooie out your pack. Find your pads is what you do. Pressing A makes one become two. And there you go. What was previously entirely unthinkable by man-orb science can now be accomplished by the hit of a button. Bada boom! They are now two separate characters. You've split up. To change to the other character, stand on your pad or near a swap cloud and press A. To rejoin, simply touch the two characters together. As is. Alright, so here's something that's gonna be incredibly funny. Okay, so, you remember how Kazooie kind of retrained Banjo to keep all of his abilities, but then she also kind of reconfigurized all of his abilities so that they kind of required her? Yeah, this is the part where it all kind of falls apart for her in that regard, because, Banjo can literally not do anything. Like, actually, factually, he can do literally nothing. He has no abilities, no attacks. He can't do anything that requires Kazooie. He just flat out can't do anymore. And in fact, he doesn't even have the means to defend himself in any capacity. Like, no attacks. He has nothing. The best he can do is his best attempt at a high jump, which is basically him just flailing his arms for dear life and hoping for the best. You'll also notice that our health got cut down. Yeah. Banjo, what he has going for him is that he's a lot tankier than Kazooie. But I'll get to Kazooie when we actually get there. I just wanted to show off what happens when you try to leave without Kazooie. Hey, Banjo! You're not leaving this world without me. Nope, we are definitely not. I just wanted to show what it looked like, okay? Because these two actually very much dislike being separated. It's kind of impressive, honestly. Just how much they surprisingly care about each other. Anyway, then we'll switch on over to being Kazooie. Now here's the thing about Kazooie. She was already pretty fast on her feet carrying Banjo. Without it, oh my god, lordy-loo, look at her go. Alright, so, Kazooie, as opposed to Banjo, still has everything she's capable of, including her wealth of egg-based attacks. So, you know, that's not anything you have to worry about. Still got all that going for her. And in fact, I think even her high jump... Oh no, her high jump is actually not impressive. Weird. I thought I remembered it being a whole lot better than that. Maybe she has to learn that. The thing is, now that they've been separated, they can learn a variety of moves without each other. And they're able to, you know, kind of divide and conquer, as it were. But we have to build our way up to it. I could have used the warp pad this whole time, but I chose not to. Don't judge me. Anyway, let's go! Come on, Kazooie. Don't leave me in this world alone. There you go. It's cute is what I think it is. They're legitimate friends. Sometimes it's hard to actually believe that, but it's true. All right. Now, as for why you might actually want to separate them. Yeah, there are a couple things we could do here. First things first. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. All right, so, oh, right, I didn't even bother to explain. Kazooie is extraordinarily frail. Banjo is the tanky, durable one. That's kind of always been their dynamic. He's like the brute, as it were, whereas she's sort of the utility. That's sort of how it's always been. So, but separated, that's a bit of an issue. But we do need to separate Banjo, at least for right now, so we can go over to the Western world and actually gain something. That dude is actually aiming where I was going to be rather than where I was. He was using proper stratagems. Absolutely disgusted. I mean, kudos to you, weird sentient slot machine, but still, dang. I've never felt such a mix of respect and absolute complete and total hatred for you. That's just how it is. Anyway, you're probably a Minjo, ain't you? Yep. Rawr, I'm a Minjo, arch enemy of the Jinjos. Yeah, see, if you find a Jinjo and they're like even less hidden than normal, that means they're probably a Minjo, and they will try to kill you. Anyway, here we go. Alley-oop. Banjo's now got an empty pack, so why not use it to attack? Just press B and round it swings, bumps and bruises to bite as it brings. There you go, and he gets his health back too. And now with that, Banjo actually has the means to defend himself at least slightly. It's a slow-moving attack, but it's actually pretty powerful. I like to think that he still carries around like all of the jiggies and stuff inside the backpack when he's doing this. So it's basically like hitting somebody with like a very large supply of gold. Which, gold is redonkulously heavy. So, you just know it's gonna end up hurting them a whole bunch. Regardless, now he's got the Pack Whack! Pack Whack Bay-A-B. It's like the, it's like the Love Shack, except I was going for more of the Simpsons parody of the Glove Smack, and I was changing that into Pack Smack, or Backpack Whack, whatever you want to call it. Either way, check out this bouncy house. That'd be pretty cool to be able to use, but we can't. But we can't. Terribly, terribly unfortunate. Alright, so there is something I'm curious about here. Yeah, okay. I thought there might have been something else we could do in here, but nope. Not yet. We got some more stuffs we got to take care of before we can do that. Fair enough. Alright then. With that, I'm pretty sure... Okay, well, there's a lot of things that Banjo and Kazooie can do split up in this world. It's just, we don't really have the moves available to us to accommodate that. So that's the thing. Also, one of the bigger problems with being Banjo solo is the fact that he loses all of his traction because he doesn't have the talent drop with Kazooie anymore. So you kind of have to end up going the long way. Whereas with Kazooie, she can just run up these steep surfaces without any issues. Regardless. Alright, seeing as how I've kind of been doing this thing where I always end up doing the boss of each world as the second Jiggy, why not we just go take care of that right now? I don't see why not. I think I have enough of the tickets. We might. Well, let's find out. We'll find out real quick. Our old quote-unquote friend, Conga, now owns the big top. I have 4, so that should be good. Let me see your tickets, buddy. Tickets? What do we need them for? 4 tickets are required to enter Conga's big top. No tickets, no entry. But we have 4 tickets. Pass them over then, pal. I don't know where I'm going with this for Conga's voice. Cheers. I'd better let you in now then. You're just in time. The show's about to begin. I hope they got acrobats and a human cannonball. Oh, Kazooie, you sweet summer child. It's not like you to be so optimistic. Where do you think our seat will be? I can't see any seats. Perhaps we're supposed to sit on this big lump on the floor over here. Doesn't look very comfortable. Shock and awe! It's the boss of the world! A legendary foe! With a legendary theme song. Please ignore where his air tube is sticking out from. Don't look at that. Oh dear, not more intruders. Well, I'll show you who's boss. See how big and strong Mr. Patch is? Heh, you're not all that big, really. That Klungo freak near the start was probably bigger than you. Oh yeah? Well, how about this then? Oh. Mr. Patch, the strange wobbly inflatable thing! Oh dear. I suppose you think you're clever, don't you? Well, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet. I sense a battle coming up on. If you insist! This song is legendarily good! Gonna murder you and it will be so freaking awesome. Gotta get a better shot. You are a big inflatable. Oh! You found a weak spot! Looks like I might need some help here. You'll have to beat me from the air now! Because now, periodically, boxing gloves are going to shoot out from the ground and we're not allowed to stand on it anymore. You could do a little bit more from here, but it's not going to work out for you. I'm sorry for taking so long, but I really wanted to bask in the glory of this high-octane song of awesome. Time to fly, son! Now you know why getting all those extra feathers was a good idea. Gonna shoot your patches, what you gonna do about it, you big dumb nerd? You are such a nerd face, gonna blow you up a bunch and it will be so awesome. Gonna do everything I can to end your stupid life, and you will regret the day you decide to mess with us. Okay, woo! Fact of the matter is, I need to get a little bit further away. Every time I try to attack him, I end up bumping into him. All right, hang on a second here. All right, now let's aim a little bit more honored and tested. All right, let's try to aim for... All right, well, I was aiming for his big dumb head, the back of his neck. There you go. 2 for 1, sail it. Denny's, that's not a thing they do. All right, all right, let's zoom our way over yonder. All right. Mr. Patch, you may be an admirable and worthy foe, but I shan't let you defeat us. Uh-oh, that could be a problem. He's got beach balls! It's a concert from the 70s! All right, the patches on his face are proving to be a little bit difficult to get. Unfortunate, but I always knew that to be the case. All right, come on now, come on now. Come on now. Okay, I think I hurt myself with that grenade more so than him. That's an issue. All right, then fine. You want me to focus on the ones on his backside? Then so be it. Okay, well, if you're going to be all like that. There you go. I can blow those up preemptively. Come on. There we go. I did something. Whoop, whoop. All right, very good, very good. We're running low on grenades, though. That could end up being a bit of an issue. And ha-ta-ta! Ya-ta-ta-ta, I say. Ha-ta-ta-ta. Hut. There we go! Alright, if I could just get that one on your schnoz. Hey, there you go. A little bit of collateral damage from the explosion, but you know what? It still works, it still works. It's the ones on his face that are hardest to deal with. Alright, now let's see if we can get that next one on your tum-tum there, boy-o. Hiya! Oh, right, that's not what I was aiming for, but it works for me. Ha-ha! I've almost bested you. Alright, now let's do this! Okay, well, that was a little bit not quite what I was going for, but it's fine, it's fine. I just really needed to restock on grenades. Okay, yeah, I know. Boxing gloves. How will I check my emails with all the boxing gloves? Doesn't matter. Oh, yeah! But yeah, man, this song was so good, it ended up in Smash Brothers. Didn't even need a remix, it was so good. What do you gotta say about that, Mr. Patch? Uh-oh. It looks like trouble. You don't know the half of it, my lads. Godspeed, you beautiful creature! May you find peace in the next life. Oh, I'll always have a sentimental place in my heart for Mr. Patch. He's just such a weird-ass thing to fight. I love it. Like, how often do you fight a frigging, like, parade float? Like, that's just not something you do that often. I'm sure there are other games, obviously. Probably a lot of the ones in Japan to give off those strange-ass enemies that every so often come up, but still. Oh, the good times, they keep on a-rolling. And yes, that was deliberate as I was rolling out of the big top. Feeling pretty good about myself, honestly. All right, then. With that, now what do we do? Okay, well, I know for a fact that Space World is going to need power. And I also know that I need the more power in order to get the bouncy castle in Western World built. So the million-dollar question is where to go next. I'm gonna say the Inferno. I believe one of these doors is in fact open. In fact, 2 of them might be open. So that works out pretty great for us, I'd say. All right, then, let's go. This creepy purple ominous door should probably lead us to some good quality times. Definitely nothing to be immensely concerned about. Of course not. All right, so the haunted cavern, the teethy maw of death and destruction. Eternal sadness await all ye who enter. The swinging lights make it so you might bump into the teeth. As you might imagine by the fact that they're making it so difficult to avoid them. If you touch them, they hurt, so try not to bump into them. It's actually exactly like Snake Way from Dragon Ball Z now that I think about it. Anyway, this road looks significantly more perilous and tightly packed, therefore you must be fighting me with perhaps some kind of collectible if I braved it. Or is it just a bunch of eggs? Is that really something that you're willing to do? Just, there you go, just hardy-dardy-dar, have yourself a big pile of eggs, I guess. That's hardly a prize worth praising or singing about. The bards will have very little to work with on that regard. Well, Witchy World is the most absolutely forlorn place on Earth. So, I mean, it just kind of is the way that it is. You can only expect so much joy and happiness to be found. Anyway, I do believe there's a fair few fellas over here that we just might need to speak to. Alright, well, first things first. Hello, Jinjo. Can't really do too much for you here now, can I? I know what you're thinking. Can't you just blow up the thing? You've got grenades. Well, that's a good idea. Let's give it a try, just to be on the safe side, eh? The answer was yes. Yes, you could. For a moment, I thought that I couldn't, but it turns out that you can. All right, then. Fair enough. Welcome to the fold, mighty Jinjo friends. All right. Can I really just blow up all of these? Why do I remember having to, like, go through the trouble of, like, doing something else? Anyway, kabambo! Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere until the Chuffy train is in Witchy World Station. Yeah, you might, maybe I should have actually talked to you ahead of time. Right, okay, so the Triceratops was basically saying that it essentially got kidnapped from its home and is now being, you know, basically thrown into a petting zoo. So, hey, could you let me out and maybe help me get back home? And yeah, obviously we're going to do that. But, understandably, unless they have a way to get back home, they don't really want to. Also, here's an old friend you may not remember. Right, on my way to the lava world again at last. I really should have talked to you before I did that. Anyway, it's Gobi from Gobi's Valley in the first game. Somehow he ended up here. He keeps talking about trying to get to the lava world, and he just keeps somehow getting lost. Oh, Gobi, one day you will be able to get home. Is your fortune a secret? Find out at Madame Grunty's. I've already done such. All right, then. I need to stop solving puzzles with such exuberance. I almost feel like I should be trying to... No, there's actually no way to redo that. I'm just kind of up a creek in that regard. Oopsie doodles. My bad. I apologize. Point is, it's just a small amount of dialogue, just saying, basically along the lines of, oh, hey, it's you, Gobi. How you doing? Oh, you know, I tried to get to the lava world after you guys, you know, forcibly ejected all of the water out of my body in order to, you know, water a plant. Still kind of sore about that. And they're like, hey, what are you gonna do? I was like, well, can you get me out of this place so I can get to the lava world? And then you shoot him, and then he runs off to go to the lava world. So, there you go. All right, now, if you don't mind, I'd like to leave these teethy realms, if it's all the same to ye. So let us move right the ding-dang long, all righty? Okay, let's move. We're moving. Now that I've gone down that ominous path, I just need to go down the second separate, differently colored ominous path that I'm sure will lead us to nothing but good times and good crimes. There is no such thing as a good crime. Crime doesn't pay, you see. So do not commit any crimes lest you, I don't know, lose your knees. I mean, I feel like that would probably stop people from committing crimes. Do a crime, lose your kneecaps. Now how you gonna walk around? Poorly, that's how. Simply, that's just the way that it is. I'm not actually advocating for that, I'm just trying to fill air. Anyway, hello. Let's actually make sure to talk to people if we see them. Okay, well, we can't talk to you. You're just a baddie, so we'll take care of that. That looks mildly suspicious. Can I blow that up? I cannot. It's just a coffin. It's there for decoration. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, train station time. Chuffy is loading ore in Glitter Gulch Mine. Right. I need to, like, find a switch or something in order to get you to come over here, because the doors The doors are closed, and how are you supposed to do with anything to do with that? Interesting, interesting. I'm just going to casually try to, uh-oh. Well, I'm about to get bonked. Most unfortunate. Okay, well, that being said, blah. So nothing? Interesting, interesting. Although, I'm noticing that's a thing. Oh, you think maybe there is a reason for this thing to be here, maybe. All right, just climb myself up and then do another flippity flip flap. There you go, now we're settling with the best of them. Can't be stopped, won't be stopped. Murder all our enemies, give no remorse. Oh God, I didn't realize there was gonna be one slightly above me. Okay, well, glad I have the reaction speeds of a puma. Otherwise, that could have proven to be a bit of an issue. And there's what I'm looking for. That's how you open up the doors. Now Chuffy can get over here, and we have basically unrestricted access to and from this world, and also Glitter Gulch Mine. There you go. It only had to spend a brief moment to figure that one out. Anyway, Chuffy is loading over to Glitter Gulch Mine. Would you like Chuffy to pick you up? Well, I mean, I don't really want you to pick me up specifically, but I could use you to store a dinosaur if at all possible. I've got myself a Triceratops available around these here parts that would like to return home. Now, obviously, we can't actually return her home until we open up the train station in the world that she is from. And I feel like the fact that we've not only met a Triceratops, but also there was that one time we went into a separate world in Mayahem Temple that had a caveman in it. You might put 2 and 2 together and get 4, and you might be able to ascertain what one of the themes to one of the future worlds is. That said, train is here. Oh, I think I heard the train arrive. Time to leave. Try not to get captured on your way over here. Crazier things have happened on very often situations is all I'm saying, and it wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, pack yourself in there. There you go. And now that dinosaur is just gonna chill out inside this train car until we can eventually bring them home. I don't know how long that's ultimately going to take for them. Hopefully, okay, they got a bit of food. They'll be okay. One-way ticket to Pterodactyl Land, please. All right, well, now I don't have to beat around the bush. Yeah, one of the future worlds is Pterodactyl Land. Anyway, find the train tunnel door switches in other worlds to enable Chuffy to travel between stations. Wow, that's incredibly useful information. I'm glad I was told that before I ended up actually doing it of my own accord. Otherwise, that would have seemed pointless. It's almost as if they really should have rethought out where they put all these signposts. Some of them aren't as useful as I think that they think that it is. All it would take is readjusting the location of a few of them. Maybe make them, I don't know, glow a little bit or something. As is, they're just kind of easy to ignore in general. Anyway, I climbed the Dive of Death, and I also beat up Mr. Patch. So, the question is, I need to find a lot of things, namely Humba and Mumbo. $1 million, which I've been saying a lot lately, and I need to stop, is how do I do that? Alright, well, hang on. Let me take a look-see-loo around these here high-voltage power lines. Luckily, I'm under no delusion that I'm Homer Simpson, therefore I shall not grab them thoroughly and get electroshocked. No, there's definitely some way to get in there. I also see the way to get out of there, I can't help but notice, so that's pretty handy. Okay. Well, I know that there's at least a Jinjo over in the Cowboy Land that needs some help, so we can go ahead and do that. I mean, it's something. Making something resembling progress. Hey, why not, you know? Why not? Alright, then. Don't mind me, good sirs. Don't mind me. Just going to annihilate your stupid face. Oh, wait. We also did the whatchamacallit. You know, the thing. The thing that's popular with the kids. You know. The ring the bell thing. The test of strength. That thing. You know the thing, that thing. There you go. You got it figured out. Also, good news, I just remembered what's up here. This is going to help a little bit, I think. All right, let me just swing back up. This is not the way to the Jinjo, but it is the way to Humba. And Humba is a pretty useful lady, to be certain. Although, bad news. I don't know where the Globo that I'm supposed to give her is. Oh, the Globo is inside her hut. Okay, or wigwam. Sorry, I should use the actual terminology. That makes it easy. All right, let's do this. Oh, I actually have to talk to you. Right. You have Globo. Want to give to Humba? Obviously. Sure, I'll just throw it in. Yeeteth! Secrete your magical secretions, strange creature, and give me newfound powers! But what powers will I be given in this world? I am now a van! Not just any van, but a bank van! Wumba call this van. Van carries much coins. Use control stick to move and press B for horn. Alrighty, we are now an entire honkin' vehicle. And yeah, we're still wearing the shorts. That's how you know it's Banjo. Also, we have an unlimited supply of money in this style, so that's pretty cool. Also, if I remember correctly, we're literally and totally completely immortal. Like, nothing can hurt us. So while we can't actually attack in the traditional sense, we're pretty much safe. And if you honk at these van doors, you can go right through. Now, by the power of van, we should be able to open some things up to ourselves. Alright, so there's that. And if I'm correct, I can just run things over, right? Sure can! Running things over with a van! Yeah! So, I mean, if you didn't want to spend the time using grenade eggs to get rid of all of those, you know, slot machine guys to get the tickets, don't worry, you didn't have to. You could always just turn into a van and run them over like they were some kind of a possum. That being said, please don't run over possums. They are adorable and are just trying to do their best and feed their babies. Do not harm them. Oh, hey, look at this, a fat kid. What's up, fatty? What's up? Sorry, but Mom said I'm not allowed to talk to strangers. Right, because I'm a van. If I were Banjo, you'd recognize me from the first game. Which is interesting because you look absolutely nothing like you did in the first game. You've gained like 80 pounds. Not, you know, that's not inherently a bad thing, but that particular guy can't walk because he's so fat. That definitely breaches past, you know, what's advisable for anybody in any given circumstances. Regardless, that got me the cleft, which is good. Run him down! It really does never get old. Woo! Alright, hang on. Toot, toot, toot. Yeah, you go ahead and keep on sneezing on all your dang food. Alright, was there a van door somewhere around these here parts? Toot, toot, lady, toot, toot. Anything anywhere that might have wanted some money? So far, not so much. I'm looking for a place to give all of my unbelievable amounts of money. Come on now, people. I'm not asking for a lot. I just want to fork over all of my moolah. That's not such a strange thing to want to do. Let's see. Was there a van door inside the crazy castle? I'm not sure. We're going to have to find out together. We're going to do ourselves a little bit of experimentation, all right? I don't remember where every single door to this world is. And, all right, we do be puttering about. We do be running over our enemies most violently. But I don't see any use for my abilities here. Although now that I realize it, I think I could blow that up with a grenade and grab that later, so that's good. Luckily, we'll have to come back to this place at some point, so I'll remember to do it then. I just need to be Kazooie, bare minimum. No problem. Okay, so that's all that. Also, the door is there so you can get back up to the wigwam. I mean, you could also use the warp pad, but, you know, it's never a bad idea to have multiple ways to get to places. All right, so there is definitely something I'm supposed to do here. Oh, right, hang on. Maybe I think it is the Inferno. The Inferno might be wanting my money. That would be swell. Let me just grab myself some more feathers that I don't need because I want to spite the powers that be, and the powers that be are, of course, do be Gruntilda. Gotta be messing with any of that noise. Hey, there you go, pay here. Pay here to enter the fearsome furnace of the Inferno. Poot. And there you have it. The ride is now open. The Inferno is now available to us. Ain't that just a swell time? Let's go in there as a van first. I feel like that's a good idea. Also, yeah, that's a safety hazard. That's a big iron door opening and closing. Luckily, I am made out of solid badassanium, and I cannot be harmed by such machinations. Boy, howdy, is it going to be awkward when I end up getting myself injured in some capacity. Like, this lava. Yeah, the hell with the lava. I don't give a dang. Anyway, sup, nerd? Why aren't you dressed up as some kind of lava monster? Disgusting. You're not dedicated to your gimmick at all. Anyway, Cheeto page. Now is definitely the time to be going about. And then run over your stupid face, and we'll go ahead and grab that Globo. I'm sure Mumbo has some kind of warp pad around here somewhere, and he do. There you go, there you go. And there's a shock pad, but we need to be normal Kazooie in order to do that. In fact, we need to be only Kazooie, because if Banjo's there, even with the speed up things, she won't be fast enough to be able to do what needs to be done. So there you go. I'm pretty sure that there's definitely something else this van is supposed to do, but for the life of me, I can't actually remember it right now, so we're going to pretend that there isn't. That's going to be what I'm doing. And if you got a problem with that, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can here. Anyway, toot toot! I have re-arrived, Wumba! Give me my prior visage back! I wish to be bear and bird again! Once again, pondering exactly what happens to Kazooie when this happens. And there you go. Thank you kindly, Humba. Her transformations do be oftentimes pretty awesome. At least they're definitely improving over time. They got that going for you. And anyway, let's head on back over to outside Mumbo Skull, which I didn't even make note of the fact is all dressed up as some kind of satanic hell skull. You know, I mean, dude's dedicated to his theme. You gotta respect it. You really do. All right then. So what I need to do, I think. Let's see here. I believe. I know we definitely need to separate. That's unquestioning. But you can use the pack whack to sort of extend his airtime, by the way. Yep, I was right. Okay. We need Banjo to stand on this. That creates the shock jump pad that we need at the very tippity top. And if you leave, the thing gets destroyed and you can't use it. Luckily, a change cloud is a thing that exists, so that's pretty good. Now we just grab ourselves them there. Uh-oh. We grab ourselves them there shoes, and we absolutely, oh boy, book it. Okay, why am I having so much trouble avoiding that? There we go, okay. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. There we go, there we go. Come on, Kazooie, we've almost got this. Almost got this, almost got this. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Alley-oop. And then we make big super jump. Yo! And that's Kazooie's first time getting a jiggy all by her lonesome. I mean, granted, Banjo does help, but still. All right, then, so let's just jump off and, uh-oh. Okay, so in my defense, I thought I was going to be able to use my wingy wings to flip or flap my way back over without much issue, and not so much. But it's okay, Kazooie is fine. She is not even that, it wasn't even that hurt, not really. Besides, you know, a little physical trauma builds character, they say. And if they do say that to you, then they are probably a psycho and you should probably cut them out of your life. But, I mean, I'm trying to make excuses here to make up for that incredibly embarrassing display. Anyway, how about we go talk to Mumbo? That guy's fun. Let's do that.